Wildcats Bill Snyder Family Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wildcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. The give to the tailback. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's McCown. There's the pressure.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, and affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at...
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
On the option. He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the...
Hits the afterburners. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's McCown. It's on target and complete. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 20, he's got space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. On the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Here comes the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. That's caught, it's Oakland. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dortch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pulled and fired complete. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Fights off a defender.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Up-tempo for the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Fires left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Pulls it in, it's Dortch. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. Inside the 10.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Coming out with it, it's Dortch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Got the quick completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
In the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Roadrunners in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Dortch. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught, it's Smith. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not coming up with a big interception.
It's so easy to... the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Running back searching for a hole. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Turns it loose deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
The Roadrunners will kick it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To throw, it's Dyer. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll move the tight end. He's got it on the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, and still got him on the turf.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Goes to the option. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Makes the quick grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's McCown. Snagged in the middle, it's Dortch. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They make the stop, but he'll have it up for a first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Roadrunners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Roadrunners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's McCown. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pulls and fires complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. To the air on first down. grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. Now adjusting. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a
breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. To the edge, it's Edwards. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Dyer. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He's in open space downfield. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on. And this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cheek. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Roadrunners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Roadrunners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Thompson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse